Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What is on, my freaks and peeps? It's us. We're here. Excuse my lateness. I am in the middle of a chat with someone on Facebook Marketplace about a PC monitor. So please excuse me if I seem a little bit distracted. They've asked to meet me in a car park. Which car park? Excellent. I mean, it's like £45. Secondary monitor. I mean, I've got 2 monitors. Welcome, Otis Rod. Just how many non-sequential bills do they want for a monitor? £45. 1,000. I don't think so. Okay. Yes. I'm not gonna knock Marketplace. Can find some good deals on there. I've had this one saved for quite some time. I've just not been able to afford anything till now. But I'm looking at an ultra wide for my next monitor. I don't think this is an ultra wide. It's a curved one, but it's like kind of big. I'm like curious because the problem I've got is that I've got 2 monitors, right? I got the main one, which I'm looking at right now while I'm streaming. It's the one I play games on. But I also have a secondary one that's only like 720p, and half the time it doesn't fucking work. So I'm considering getting like another one. Mostly because I just have the room, and I'm like, I could have 3, but like also it's just a backup in case the 720p one goes. The one I read chat on is the 720p one. Okay, love, thank you. Okay. Excellent. I'll have to go and get cash out, but excellent. So that's dealt with today. This is nerve-wracking for me because I'm like, that's a lot of money, but I'm like, it's fine. PC expenses are not a problem for me because I'll take money out of the PC fund for that, which I do have a PC fund. It is in part for the secondary PC that I'm looking at getting. The thing with that is I've had to put it off again because last month I made myself so skint that I had to tap into that fund. So I'm a bit like, I'm putting off getting a secondary PC just because feasibly I can't afford it. Realistically, it's like, it's a risk factor of like tapping into a fund that I don't have the money for. I also am about to spend a lot of money on a hotel because I'm going away in November, people. Just gonna like let you guys know ahead of time. I'm probably not gonna be here sometime in middle of November. Looking at what day was it? The 11th, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Oh no, it was so I'm probably not going to be available from the 17th of November to the 20th, which I am very aware that those are stream days. I'm very sorry. There's not a lot I can do about that. It's just how things have worked out with that. So I'm very excited, but I'm not going to be available those days. However, I will have a stream on the Friday because I haven't been here. So I'm hoping that I can come back and and stream some. I'll have a holiday during that time, so I'll be available for potential collabs, which is always exciting. It's just to use up the last of my holiday, but yeah. Yeah, no, I don't really like. I'm not really sure I can really fit a ultra wide monitor. That's not really my style. Especially because I just use it for like streaming and playing video games. So you know. Just ask my IT mate who doesn't. I don't ask which truck they fell off the bus. I got both my monitors for free. They were old ones from my mother's old workplace, and they very kindly let me have them, which was very nice of them. And the 720p one was like good for the time I had it, but then it's running off a blue cable. I don't know what they're called. God damn it. I'm like trying to think. I'm so sorry. My brain is like fried. I'm like all over the place a bit. What was I saying? Yeah, so with regards to BC, it's so cold in here, and it's all I can think about is how fucking cold I am. In terms of a monitor, yeah, it's like the 720p one is decent, but it doesn't work half the time, and as the months are getting colder, it's starting to like not function as well, which I'm very used to. For some reason, this PC has a real thing about like temperature change, and I got like when I talked about it one time, someone said to me like, "Oh, that's not how PCs work." It's like, yeah, but mine for some reason does that. Where if the temperature changes, I guess the ports must expand and contract to a certain amount, which would make sense. But people have told me in the past that that's not how it works, and it's like, yeah, but that's what's happening. It's like I don't have any other explanation other than like the temperature changes and PC monitor no work. So I wonder what like what's causing that. But yeah, no. In terms of getting another monitor, it's just like it's a business expense, but it's like a business expense that would probably do me in good standing. Because it just makes me really anxious when the secondary one just cuts out, and it's like great. um, it's nothing wrong with the monitor or anything. I think it's just that old. It's on like because it's all connected to the graphics card. My graphics card doesn't like have a port for this 720p monitor. So I have to like have a dongle. I think that's what they're called. I have a dongle for it, and it just doesn't wanna. It's like a HDMI dongle. It just doesn't work. It's the basics of it. Sorry, what's coughing in the background. But yeah, so I've just been doing that, and that's why I'm late to stream. I'm really sorry. It was just sort of like I was like thinking about it. I was like, oh shit, like I've got that monitor that I was looking at. I wonder if that's still available. So I looked, and then I messaged the person, and they got back immediately, and they're like, yeah, it's still available if you want it. And I'm like, yes, please. So I will go and get that later. I mean, I was like a bit put off about getting a secondary or a third monitor because obviously something I'm looking at is getting like a drawing one for streaming and stuff. The thing with that is it's not really like it's something I'd have to set up a like a tip fund for, which people have like said that they'd be interested in contributing to. So there's that. But like saying people, not that I want to just. This isn't me showing shade at anyone. It's like there's a big difference when you set up these things and then people like say like, oh yeah, I'll donate, and then they don't, and that's fine. Like I completely get that, but it's like at that point, is it worth it? So one of the things I was gonna do with getting a drawing tablet monitor was we had to reach a certain amount with it by a certain time, and I would just cover the rest. So I'm still willing to do that. It's just something that's probably going to come later in the year, maybe closer to next year. But it's one of those things that comes with like upgrades. I got to think about upgrades and stuff for like streaming because I need to up my game. Welcome, Rest good to see you. Is this the bestest critter? I don't know about that, but thank you very much. Yeah, so second, third monitor, here we come. I'm saying secondary monitor, by the way, because I don't know if I'll be able to have that and the 720p one as well, because I just think that the 720p one might be on its way out. It still works, it still like functions, it's just not ideal. So there's that. But yeah. So she's pretty hyped about that. I'm also just like freezing my bollocks off right now. It's like it just, the temperature in the UK has just dropped really dramatically for some reason, which is like excellent. And so she's cold. She's very cold. But I've had a very productive weekend. It's been great. I've like done so much. I'm so proud of myself. I've done what have I done? I went out yesterday with Paul, and we went to the range and Asda, and I got to look at like, Jesus Christ, by the way, the range has like got their Christmas stuff in full force out like right now. It's like, what the fuck? It's like we have barely like, we've not even reached October. We haven't even hit Halloween yet, and they've already got their like Christmas section going. It's like, excuse me? It's like, I gotta get a Christmas tree. Although it was really funny because we were talking about like what kind of Christmas decorations we want, and I think we're pretty content with going for all of them. So we're gonna do like the tacky Christmassy, like 80s Christmas in one room, and then we're gonna have like a very like normal looking Christmas tree in another. And I'm very excited about it. But one of the things we were talking about was that we were like, oh, we should like Paul pulled out, right? Paul was like, we were going through the sections, and one of the sections had this really garish, like, door bows. I don't know if you guys know what I'm on about, but like the really like huge, tacky, plasticky, like door bows. And it was like dark green, and he's like, look at how ridiculous this looks. And I was like, we have a door, a red door out the front. And I'm like, this would look kind of cool. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be against it. And so Paul and I discussed it, and I think we're going to get that. So I'm very, very happy. Capitalism, fuck Halloween. Daddy needs his yearly yacht buying spree. Bruh, I could not even, like, I don't, like, get the whole buying yachts when you've got lots of money. Oh, hello. I think that's sending me photos of it working, which is nice of them. I was fully expecting it to just like not work. Yachts are so weird to me. It's like, why would you like spend money? I think this is coming from the UK though, where it's like you go out on a yacht, you want to pay maintenance on that thing. It's like it's like a money sink, surely. But I suppose if you got that much money, you don't really care. I just don't know if it would be the sort of thing that I'd want if I had all the money in the world. Dude, I think like to be rich and famous, or maybe not famous, but to be rich and to be famous for being rich is such a funny concept to me. I think coming from like growing up like poor, is like just something that's wild to me. I'm like, what the hell would I spend that kind of money on? If I had yacht money, what would I spend it on? Obviously a PC and a house. Obviously, like money expenses, like decent expenses. I'd buy a house if I had that kind of money. And if I had excess after that, I'd decorate the house. But I just couldn't imagine having enough money to do that and to buy another one. Cars, I suppose. I don't drive though. So like what would I use yacht money for? Like not like cars and not maybe bikes. I can drive a bike. And by that I mean a motorbike, not a bicycle. I mean I could ride a bicycle, but I wouldn't spend like yacht money on it. I don't know. I just don't think I could feasibly think what would I spend that money on. I'd buy a forest and I'd build a cabin in that forest. and I'd be like the swamp witch that I'm destined. That would be my shtick if I had yacht money. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Christmas tree in every room though. Although I think I'm just gonna do that here. And I think I need yacht money to do that. We've literally got a plan. We're gonna do like a main Christmas tree, obviously, in the living room. Our living room isn't very big, is the problem, so it's not exactly gonna be like a huge Christmas tree. But we've got tall ceilings, so we can have a tallish Christmas tree. So I'll do the main one in there. We're also the kids have like the master bedroom. In our house, by the way, when we were looking at the place, we literally knew what was going to go where. Like, we were literally just looking for the paperwork. We weren't really like, when we were looking at houses, this was the first and only house viewing we did. And we just said straight up on the spot that we'd take it. Because it fit our needs. Our needs were that we needed a house, we needed 3 bed, and we needed to drive, but that's unfortunately the trade-off of like affordable living in the UK, especially like here in Cornwall, is oftentimes houses, especially where I live, doesn't have a drive. So we don't have a drive, but we got a 3-bed house that we rent, and the reason we were going for 3-bed is like obviously our bedroom and then the kids' bedroom, and then we wanted an office or at least a living room big enough to house an office. The living room is not big enough to house an office, but it is big. The house is big enough to have a like cupboard room that is my office. So I have an office, and yeah, it's great. I'm very pleased with what we managed. So we got that, but one of the rooms is the master bedroom, which is like the size of the kitchen, ironically. And our kitchen is pretty big. Our living room is not. Our living room is absolutely minuscule, because what's happened is like when the like landlord has done some work on the house, and one of the things he's done is like he's built a wall to make a hallway. Like, so you come in the front door, there's the hallway, you're in the hallway, right? And then like the room to the right is the living room. It's just such a waste of space. They've put up this wall. I don't know if it was to like keep like temperatures in and just to separate the like living space from the like doorway. But I was like, it's such a waste of space because it just means that we've got a really narrow living room, which we can barely fit a sofa in. So we don't have a sofa. This is another thing, guys. I don't have a sofa. I still don't have a sofa. We've got got beanbags. I hate them. They're so uncomfortable. Hey Jasper, hey Morris, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so we don't have a sofa. We also don't have a Christmas tree. But one of the things we decided very early on was that the master bedroom, what should be the master bedroom, was not going to be our bedroom. It's too big, is the problem. I was like, if this is our bedroom, we may as well, like, because realistically, all we are doing in the bedroom is sleeping, right? Like, we work nights, so I'm sleeping in the daytime. Realistically, we're not hanging out in there, you know? It's not really that sort of space anyway. And also, I just have a big, like, part of the joy of like having your own space is that you want to start separating your like living area from your sleeping area, because that's just good for like sleeping quality. And it's something I really struggled with, was that my bedroom in my parents' house was literally the room I streamed in, it was the room I slept in, it was the room that Paul and I ate in. So it was like, you know, all in one, and that one was not very big. Our master bedroom, so the kids' room, is literally like double the size of what my bedroom was in my parents' house. So it was interesting that. So we were very like, we won't have the master bedroom as our bedroom. There was no point to it. We've got kids that we wanted to have separate beds, because it's unfortunate as is that they have to share a room, but it's like they're also like very used to sharing a room. And they're not here often enough to need separate bedrooms anyway. If they lived with us full time, I'd be like a bit more like, okay, maybe we should think about like separate bedrooms. But they don't. And they're not going to for quite some time. Maybe when they're older and they can like choose where they want to go and stuff, but they're too young now to make that decision. So with the master bedroom, it was like it was going to be their room. Like we knew that going off. Sounds like a whole bunch of mama bird talk. Oh yeah, that's a thing. There's a video at some point gonna come out on the main channel, so keep your eyes out for that. Net's worked really hard on it. Shout out to Net. Straight up, could not do any of the editing without that man. So yeah, look forward to that. And then what was I saying? So yeah, the master bedroom was always going to be the kids' room. So we had the attic room. The attic room is big enough to fit a double bed in and a couple chest of drawers. 10 out of 10. That's all we needed. And I needed chest of drawers because your girl is a fashion icon. I am not a fashion icon, but I do have a lot of like sweaters and bulky things. So like I knew I needed space for like 2 dresses, which it's like such a girl thing to say. But like, yeah, so I've got that. And then yeah, so we have that. 2 bathrooms. I've been productive, right? So one of the things that we desperately need in the house is one, we needed sofa. Don't have it. We need shelving, and then we also needed bath mats. And the bath mat situation was something that I've been waiting till October to kind of fulfill. A lot of like when you're a goth, like a lot of your like household decor shopping happens in September to October time. And so I knew that once kind of this sort of fall season sort of hit, that we would be able to get like things like bath mats and stuff. And I specifically didn't want like gothy ones that said like, oh, happy Halloween or stay spooky. I don't like text ones. I think they're really cheesy. But I wanted ones that I could have like all year round. And yesterday I bought 2 of them and I'm so happy. So I got like a pretty bog standard like, and these both came from Asda. So I got a pretty bog standard like spiderweb rug. I think you guys can pretty much visualize what I'm talking about. Everyone's seen the like microfiber one. Specifically didn't want a microfiber one because I can't cope with the texture of microfiber in any shape or form. Hate it. It makes my skin crawl. So they're flocked, I think that's what they're called, like where it's like tuft flocks. So they're proper bath mats. So we've got the spiderweb one, and we also got a tarot card one, which is super cool. So they're both in the bathroom upstairs. We wanted to get one for the kitchen downstairs as well, but the problem with that is that our sinks in the house are like really weird. They're rectangles, right? They're very short, and you end up spraying water everywhere. So one of the things, like, desperately needed one for the shower. Like, we needed a bath mat for the shower because laminate floor, I don't really want to be treading wet footprints all over that. So I got one for that, but I also got one for like the sink so I could wash my hands and stuff without like trailing water everywhere and then stepping in it in my socks and then having like sensory overload, because your girl, like, I cannot stand damp fabric. It's like my biggest like cringe. I hate it. So I didn't get one of those. So I got a bath mat to kind of alleviate that problem. And I also got a mop, which is something we've been looking for ages as well. Welcome, Mina. Good to see you. Hello. I hope you're well today. Jasper is a fashion icon. Yes. No, not like really. I'm kind of kidding in that, but I do have a lot of bulky clothing because your girl likes her chunky sweaters. YouTube clickbait video. The bath mat situation is insane. Oh, thank you very much for the resub, Mina. People. Thank you. 11 months. Wow, almost a year. Holy shit. The bath mat situation is insane. Yeah, so like it was very productive. I'm very happy. I like cradled them. I like cuddled them. I was so happy. I was so stupid and dorky. I hate it, but like genuinely made me so freaking happy to have like bath mats finally. So I got those. There was another one that I wanted. They just didn't have it in the shop, so I will probably have to buy that one online. But that one can go in potentially the kitchen, next to the kitchen. Because she trails water from there as well, not as badly, but like you can't really like. There's no drip room in the bathrooms because the sink is just so narrow. Like it's like the size of my hand. It's such a small sink. You look at it and you think, oh, that wouldn't be a problem, and then you like actually wash your hands in it and you're like, fuck, water everywhere. Welcome, Mimi. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning, dudes. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I also need to talk about something important. I'll get there, okay? I'll get there. But yeah, so I got the bath mats. Very happy. Got bath mats. Very happy with them. 10 out of 10. Would purchase again. What was the other thing I was going to say? So I got those, and I also got a mop, because one of the things in this house, my cleaning routine, right, is very specific to Sundays. It's on Sundays. Carpeted rooms, 1 week, carpeted rooms. It's a polish down all the wood tops, all the worktops, clean down all the touch points, and change the bed sheets and hoover. That's the main thing for the carpeted rooms. The laminate rooms, however, I was just like wiping down the surfaces, like proper deep clean, like so the bathrooms and stuff got a deep like bleach clean. The problem was that we didn't have anything to like mop the floors with. Barely could dust the floors, but we could dust the floors. We could like sweep the floors, no problem. But like we couldn't clean them. Like we couldn't like sterilize them or anything. They just didn't feel clean. And so I've been in the market for a mop for a while. This is so boring. I'm so sorry. So I was looking for a mop for ages. Mops are really annoying. I was very like, I just want a black one. Do you know how hard it is to just find a fucking black mop? Impossible. So I got a pumpkin one. I'm like not against it. It's nice. It works. Does the job. I cleaned my floors for the first time since I've moved in the other day, and I feel so much better for it. It's just like less dusty looking, and like I can like drag my like socks across it, and it feels less grimy. It didn't feel grimy or anything, but like I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but when you like mop your floors down, like you can feel the difference, and you're like, oh man, it was really messy, and it really wasn't. It just like you cleaned up all the like sticky spots and stuff. So I did that, which the kitchen had a shit ton of sticky spots. Oh my god. Don't spill coffee on the floor, guys. It doesn't come out. So I cleaned the floors, I mopped the floors yesterday. I wiped down all the surfaces. Paul's not usually with me on a Sunday. He used to like have the kids on a Sunday, so it would just be me cleaning in the house. But now he is here on Sundays, because he has the kids on Saturdays instead. And so he's like, what do you actually do with like the cleaning? And I was like, you'll see. And I just like wipe down everything, sterilize everything. It's a pretty quick job. It's like, I don't know how to explain it other than like low maintenance continuously means that you don't have to do high maintenance often, if that makes sense. So like in my old house, nothing ever got like dusted or anything. It was like a once every 6 months sort of event. If there was like a house cleaning situation, it just meant that walls were grimy, things were dusty. You know, it was a household with people that all worked full time, didn't have time to do that sort of thing. So it always like just didn't get cleaned. And when my parents would go away, I would like blitz clean the house, which they always appreciated, but it was such a like, it would wear me the fuck out. Like I'd be like in pain afterwards from like my joints hurting, from being on like my hands and knees scrubbing everything. And it just was, you know, the amount of gone off food and stuff you go through, you know, standard household things. So here we don't have that problem. I clean every week without fail on Sundays. Everything gets cleaned. And it gets cleaned in a regular, organized order, so that I don't have to worry about like long-term maintenance of things. I mean, I will eventually, but it just means that I don't have to like I don't know how to put it. I don't have to dust thick layers of dust off, only for that thick layer of dust to spread everywhere else and get on everything else. So like our house is pretty well like dusted and cleaned. No breathing problems here, which is nice. Another thing is like we deal with quite bad mold here, so like you kind of do end up having to clean it often, or else you just can't breathe. But yeah, man, all the girls are here now. We just need Maddie, and the hags are all here. Yeah, Maddie, Lara, and T. If they were here, then it would be all of us. But it's just the trio. It's the Mina, Mimi, and Jasper trio at the minute. But that's okay. Maddie lives in a completely different time zone to us guys. So, Jasper, do you got black? Do you got a black mop worker? Well, no, I don't think so. But we got yellow ones, bright colors and all. Jasper, alternative emo clothing, usually black and white or dark color. Mate, do I look like? Yeah, straight up. It's like I just feel it's so stupid. It's like of all the things you could have bright and colorful, a mop is not it. Like, why are they always like spring colors? They're always spring colors. I hate it. It's like you can't not. It's either spring colors or it's like a silver color. I'm like, not really. It's a black, green, and gold household. You know, gold is 10 out of 10, but it's like I'm not really worried about silver. It sounds like such a stupid thing to care about the colors for, but it just like annoys me that they didn't have a black mop, and it became a bit personal, if that makes sense. Like it was like at this point it's just on the premise alone of like I'm not buying fucking spring colored mops. What I find interesting though is like places like B&M and the Range as well, seasonal mops. Seasonal. Why? Why do I need a mop in a different pattern for every fucking season? That is just silly. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I got a seasonal mop. I got one with pumpkins on it, but like, why? Why are you selling those? Like, yeah, it'll appeal to the people of us who like live in full, all year round, 365 days a year. But like, I'm waiting for Christmas. They're gonna have Christmas mops. I think they did last year, and I was like, why? Why would you have like who the fuck would like store like do you store your like manky ass like mop in the attic with all your other Christmas and seasonal stuff? No. Like, why get a seasonal one? You're not gonna have like fucking Santa sing in the corner. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It really gets me. Alright, also Laura, can't forget about our beloved orange cat. Yes, yes, yes. Maddie has kittens to tell not to suckle. Okay. I guess because spring cleaning. Yeah, but like, spring cleaning implies in the name that it's in the spring. It's not spring, it's not even summer, it's fall. So I gotta have a full mop, Silly. Just silly. But I did buy the full one because it's the nicest one that we've ever found. And ironically, right, I just want to make a point. The mop was like £2.65, I think. It really wasn't expensive. The bucket, which I didn't buy because it was huge, the bucket was like £6. I'm like, why? Like, why is it so much a price? And this is from the Range, by the way. Some places do them like in a duo, but it's just a bog standard mop. I didn't need one of those fancy spin mops. I also wouldn't buy a Swifter or like a generic Swifter. They don't clean the floors as well as people think they do. And my parents used to have like a sponge Swifter, and it was the most disgusting thing. It was such a pain in the ass to use as well, because you had to squeeze it out in the sink and then like apply it to the floor and like scrub back and forth, and you knew damn well that it wasn't getting in the grooves of the laminate. So I'm like, what's the fucking point? I had to put bleach down to get that thing to clean anything. So I got a mop. I did not bleach my floors, by the way. I'm a bit like, my automatic thing with sterilizing a house would be to bleach the floors. The problem is when you live in a rental, it's just like, if you damage that, it's a lot of money to replace it. So I used CIF, CIF, which is like I don't know what it is. CIF cleaner. It's like a non-harsh like cleaning cream. It's cream cleaner. I think that's what they're called. Um, it's just like the next best thing next to bleach. It's like you get levels. So you've got like anti-bac, then you've got Sif, and then you've got things like the pink stuff, and then you've got like oven cleaners and bleach and, you know, drain cleaners and shit like that. Oh man, I love Sif Clean. I don't. I literally bought it when we moved in, and I only use it for the sink. And even that, I don't like using it on, because it ends up like, when it dries, when the sink dries, you end up with like a cakey layer of it for some reason. And I don't get why. And it just like, I used it in the toilets as well when we moved in here, and it just sits. It doesn't like wash away or anything. It just sits in a huge pile at the bottom of the bowl. I'm like, what is the point? So I don't use Sif Cleaner on anything other than the sinks, but I found it's quite good for cleaning the floors, so I will probably use it to clean the floors until I'm done with it, and then I will probably not repurchase it. But I got it in that weird Snow White scent. I was about to say flavor. Don't drink Sif Cleaner, guys. Oh yeah, I use it on the oven as well, I suppose. I don't use it on, like, I used it on the inside of the oven yesterday, but I use it on the, like, worktops because we've got induction hobs. I hate them. I mean, does anyone else, like, when they've moved out, if any of you have moved out before, like, have you gone from, like, a household with a gas stove to an induction hob household, or vice versa? Because, like, Jesus Christ, was that, like, an adjustment that I did not enjoy, and I still don't enjoy. If I could go back to a gas hob, I would. I know they're more expensive, but it's like, Jesus Christ, I hate the fucking induction hobs. They're easier to clean, I will say that. And they're nice, they're more satisfying to clean, but they don't cook very well. And they also make a horrible noise. I hate when we cook anything on the worktop. We don't cook a lot on the worktop for the pure reason of I have to turn on the extraction fan, which is another thing we didn't have in my parents' house. So I have to turn on the extraction fan, which is noisy as fuck, and you have to take the vents off it or else it doesn't work. um, which is like a major flaw in it. And then yeah, so that makes a shit ton of noise. And then I also have to put the pans on stove, which also make a horrible, like, whizzing, clacking noise. Which I think most people would hear me say and be like, that's not normal. It's a very, like, high-pitched electrical noise I'm talking about. I don't know if everyone can hear it, but I hate it. It's so noisy. But yeah, spring cleaning, yeah, I guess that's why they have seasonal mops, but like it doesn't really explain the Christmas mops. Well, of course, everything seasonal will be sold, so Daddy Capitalism can make deals with BlackRock to buy everything house shaped. Yeah, I mean, I just don't really. I mean, it's not that. It's more that I genuinely like want to meet the person that buys a Christmas mop, and I want to find out what they do with it when it's not Christmas. You know. I will use that. I bought a, like, pumpkin mop, right? I will use that mop year round because it fits with the household. I don't need to worry about it. But like, if I add a seasonal mop, like a spring one, where would I put the, like, kind of manky damp one? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I have a weak wrist, so can't scrub a lot, so it's a godsend for me. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, this is why I do like weekly cleaning, because that's another thing that I can't do. I don't have the greatest joints, especially in my like hands and wrists and fingers. So things like if I have to scrub things, I usually have to like recover for a week afterwards. It sounds like arthritis. It's not arthritis. It's just like hypermobility just causing injury. But as a result, like, this is why I like do everything like weekly, because else if it builds up, if you build up grime, then you're working a lot harder to get it off, and it just ends up causing more injury than it does good. And then you end up taking a week off, and then you have to like do it all over again because you've left it like the grime to build up. So I clean regularly. I clean a lot. It was the one promise I made to Paul when we moved in together. I was like, just so you know, you will not have to do like the household cleaning. Like he does contribute with it, but I was like, you won't have to worry about doing like all the household cleaning. I will do quite a lot of it. So, yes. just something, without going into detail, was not something that, you know, he was usually the one that did the household cleaning in his previous living situation. That's a not my story to tell. No, you're meant to give it a wipe and then rinse it. It's not like bleach. But it still builds up. I like get like a scrubber brush and I just go around the basin of my kitchen sink with it and then I rinse it. And it's still there. It's still like caked in there. Welcome, Nat. Good to see you. Nat redeemed drink dummy. Thank you, Nat. I will drink to that. Sounds like someone needs to work out their wrists. It's not that easy. I do know what Mimi's on about. It's not that easy. I work in a manual handling like warehouse situation, right? My body is like really like lean. I'm quite muscular, right? Heavy build, okay? My wrists are spindly as anything, despite the fact that I use them continuously. The muscles on them should be like the rest of the body, but for some reason my hands, my wrists, and my fingers are really spindly and they just will not build muscle. It's just like painful. It's agony. But yeah. Um workout time. It's not that easy. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's more the more you work out these joints, the worse it gets. I don't really know how to better explain it than that. It's painful. Also poor circulation is a thing. I don't know what's going on with my wrists, but they're not great. And my fingers are getting worse as I'm getting older. Like my fingers are in like quite a lot of pain a lot of the time now, which is like joy. Getting old. But I think it's more that they're very knobbly. Like I used to have like Disney princess hands as I called them, but like as I've gotten older and the seasons are changing, so they're just getting really knobbly and like tight. Arthritis does run in my family, unfortunately. So there is that side of it. I'm just really like hoping that I'm not getting arthritis early. But I'm like even just talking now, my fingers, like my pinky finger, which is not a finger that I use very much for anything, is like really painful. I click them all the time, which, yes, I know if you have arthritis or like you are susceptible to arthritis, it's not recommended that you do, but they're agony else. We still use a gas stove here. Well, both gas stove and electric stove. I know what you mean. And yes, I also had one of those. I don't like induction hobs. If I could go back to gas, I would. It's just a pain in my ass. I'm so used to like a gas hob. We had like our one was an electric and gas hob, so it had an electric flint and steel in it, and then like it obviously connected to the gas and whatnot. My parents, when they got it installed, the guy turned around and was like, "Well, we can connect the electrical to make the like the flint and steel work, right? The electric, like the lighter. I don't know what you call it. Ignition? I don't know what it is. It's the electrical one on the gas stove, right? He's like, we could hook it up, but it's going to cost more because we have to rewire the electricity." And my parents are like, yeah, fuck that. We'll just have the gas stove. So, like, whenever we needed to use the gas stove, we had to like get a lighter, which was always great as well, because my parents were such cheapskates that they wouldn't even pay for lighter fluid. So oftentimes you were just clicking the flint and steel and hoping it would catch. Which, when you've got a gas stove and you're holding down the gas knob, so it's like releasing fumes into the atmosphere, and then the thing doesn't want to like light up, you end up like it catching eventually and getting a whole face full of fucking fire, and it's wonderful. Perhaps Sip Cleaner is not the one for Jasper. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think I would buy it again. But the eco store near me does like a floor cleaner and like stuff like that, and I usually just use like dish soap and anti-bac cleaner for everything else, so I think I'm good to go once I've used the sieve cleaner. That being said, I am curious to see how much better the floor cleaner that the Eco Shop sells works in performance compared to the sieve cleaner. I will say it got my floors really nice. My floors are looking pretty shiny right now. They don't feel sticky or like chalky, so 10 out of 10. Pink stuff's also like a similar substance, isn't it? It's basically sieve cleaner with like bicarb in it. Really interesting stuff. Do not use it on a glass worktop. Just a fair warning. I have not, because I was fortunately told when I got an induction stove of don't put this stuff on the induction stove. I used it on like a lot though. Like the pink stuff was, it was like the one, because everyone was using it at the time that we moved, so I got some, and Paul said it was good, and then I got it, and then I ended up not using most of it. That's something that I find really weird. Is like the one thing, like everything on TikTok is like, oh, you should buy like 50 different cleaning products. I know it's a scam, but it's like, then you actually get those products and you end up using like 2 or 3 of them. So like, there's no point. In my household, I use mainly just anti-back wipes, because I did try the cloth, reusable cloth for a bit. I just find it works, but you have to be like, you have to be kind of okay with one, touching damp fabric, which I'm not great with. Wet wipes don't really bother me, but like a damp like washcloth is like, ugh. But then I don't really see the point in trying to use it in things like a bathroom, because that's not sterile at all. So I would just rather use a disposable wipe in the bathroom. Get it up good and nice and clean. But that was another thing I was productive with. Because we got a mop, it meant that I could finally clean my shower, which is something that's been really bugging me, is the fact that you have to clean your, like, if you have like a bath or a shower, you have to clean them quite regularly because skin buildup happens, which is so gross. We had skin buildup happen because we didn't have anything to clean it with. Our drain stopped draining in the shower, which we didn't really know why. We found out very quickly why. But like, our drain was not draining properly, and I was like, this is ridiculous. We've been in here like 5 months, not even like using the shower for 5 months. We've been using the shower for like 3, because it took 2 months for us to actually move in here. But like, I was like, it's ridiculous that our shower is this blocked already. Guys, I'm so ashamed. I forget that I lose a lot of hair for some reason. I am really bad with molting. My hair's got quite thin recently, but I've been like losing a lot of it quite badly recently, and it just falls out all the time, especially in the shower. I shower twice a week. You guys know this. I don't need to shower more than that. And it's still blocked up. And I kid you not, I pulled this. It's got like a weird drain cap on it. It's not like a traditional like plug hole. It's like a proper like sift, like drainage thing. So you have to take it out every now and again and like clean it out. And in order to put the drain cleaner in, we had to take the whole thing out so that we could actually like put it in without dissolving the plastic that's in there. And oh my god, the hair. Every color of the rainbow, because I dye my hair quite often. And oh my god, was there so much hair in there? Oh my god, I was so ashamed. It smells so bad. It like is so gross. Oh my god, I had to unscrew the whole thing to get the hair out. It was disgusting. Like the amount of dead skin build up on it. I think about it, I was like gagging in the bathroom from the smell of it. It was nasty. Oh my god, I want to go back to like, I don't need all this fancy stuff. Just give me a fucking hole in the ground, a drainage like plug hole. Just give me a standard plug hole. I don't need these like weird like push pin ones or like sieve ones. Like, don't give me that shit, because they're a pain in the ass to clean. Yeah, they don't block up as quickly, but like it would be a lot easier to just clean a stainless steel one. But no, I've got a weird like sieve one. I don't know how to explain it. It's basically just like, it's sort of like a mushroom shape where like you've got the drainage hole and it's just a hole, right? It leads to the piping. And then it's got like a cup in it. And then you put the cup in, and then on top you put like this mushroom shaped like topper that's like got holes in it, and that catches all things like hair and shit and kissing jewelry. And oh man, yeah, it was not something that I ever wanna like have to dig through again. I actually feel a little queasy thinking about it, but yeah, it was nasty as anything. So, ladies with long hair or gentlemen with long hair, please check your drain pipes, because Jesus Christ, I did not want to experience that. So yeah, I genuinely. Oh, wait. I've got a ceramic hob. Jeez. And I would love to be able to get gas, but can't where the cooker is. That's fair. I think my parents also had the same situation where they had to get like someone to install the gas. I genuinely think the pink stuff is crap. Oh my god. I think it's great. It works, but it does so much damage to whatever you're using it on. So just like use with caution kind of thing. When we moved in here, it was a godsend because the house had been empty for so long. Like the grime buildup was like pretty substantial, so something like the pink stuff was necessary. But we barely like scraped the top of it, you know. Like, and we've got a huge tub of it. But Paul used to use it on his car, so you know it'll just get used for that out of anything. But I wouldn't. I don't think I'll ever need to buy it again. But I wouldn't buy it again, or at least not in that size. Did you say now you have a mop you can clean the shower? Yeah. Do you not use a mop in the shower? Is that not a thing? Life hack, guys. It's actually really like a lot better to use a mop in the shower. Dude, I'm not getting down on my hands and knees and scrubbing the like shower with my hands. It's a lot quicker to use the mop. Like if I use it on the floor, it's good enough for the shower, you know? I don't sit in the shower, I stand in the shower. It's a stand shower. It's not like a bathtub shower. If it was a bathtub, I'd be a bit more like wary about using like the floor mop on it, but like it's just a cubicle shower. Or like the one we use isn't a cubicle shower. It's like built into the wall, but it's a cubicle shower essentially. So like a floor mop is just, especially a new floor mop. But like it's, you know, is that not mega unsanitary? Again, it's not like a bathtub. If it was a bathtub, then yes, it would be unsanitary. But it's just basically just a floor. It's just a floor that collects water and, you know, transfers it to a drain. I'm not like licking it. I'm not like rubbing parts of myself that I shouldn't be on the shower floor, you know? So like it's not really like a problem. No, I know it's a shower cubicle, but I'm still confused. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just I'm talking about the floor, by the way, like the floor of the shower. It's only my feet touch that, you know? So like if I use the mop on the floor in the bathroom, it might do be strange. I don't know. It's like it's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm using like anti-bag stuff, so it's like pretty sterile. I don't know. The Mr. Muscle Gel in the big orange bottle is really good for your shower drain if you use it regularly. We got the like budget Tesco stuff, and that did it good. Problem is in our house is that our landlord went for the landlord special, and most of the stuff is plastic. So using something like drain cleaner like regularly is not recommended. Yeah. So yes, I would use it regularly, but it's not really the sort of shower that I can. It's not really the sort of shower drain I can just pour drain cleaner down regularly anyway. I have to take the whole mechanism out, which is annoying. But then unlike things like the sinks in the bathrooms and the sink in the kitchen, yeah, I can just use drain cleaner in that regularly. I lose a lot of hair for some reason. Considering you are a stress machine, I may have an idea. This is very true, actually. I think it's a combination of stress and maybe not eating enough. I lose a lot of hair. My hairbrush, like, if I take all the hair off my hairbrush, by the end of the week, it's all back. It's just like, I'm surprised there's any hair left on my head from the amount I lose. Especially at the minute, which is silly because, like, during the summer I would expect it because you lose most of your hair during the summer anyway, because it's when it grows in the fastest. But it's like, it's autumn. Like, I shouldn't be losing as much hair as I am. I don't know why. But I'm also not that stressed anymore. So the fact that I'm losing hair a lot more now, despite the fact that I'm like a lot less stressed, doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. I have to all the time, bruh. No. Who uses a mop to clean the shower? Dude, it's a good idea. Jasper, you are not normal. This is very, like, it's, I've been told it's, listen, my parents never cleaned the shower. So, like, forgive me for not maybe having the, like, the, like, same, like, cleaning methods as the rest of you. What the fuck do you guys use? I mean, it was just a case of, like, it was simple. Why am I explaining myself? Dude, I think that's a pretty good idea. It's, yeah, maybe not the most sterile thing, but it's the floor. It's the shower floor. It's not like, if it was a bathtub, I'd understand you guys being a bit freaked out because, yeah, then you're bathing in it. But, like, I'm not. It's, my feet are the only thing that touch that shower floor. And, like, I clean my feet, you know? And then I get out the shower. You know, it's not, like, it's not unsanitary. It's just, like, a different way of doing it. Have you seen those steam cleaners on TikTok? I have not, but I can't use a steam cleaner in this house. We were considering getting one here. For one, I don't think that there would be any point to getting it. There's not really anything in this household that would really require a steam cleaning regularly. What gets me is when they use it and then don't put anything else on it. I'm like, surely that's not as sterile. But, like, I guess you guys are like, the floor mop in the shower is, like, less sterile to you guys, I guess. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't think it would actually clean anything. But then, okay, I'm gonna have to get a shower mop, aren't I? This is now the discovery of people being like, shame, shame. No, I'm not really. We can't use steam cleaner here because it's the sort of we have a dehumidifier running all through the night, every night, right? This household, it's very, British households like contain temperature quite well. Because this is an older build, it does not contain temperature at all well. So we get like mold and stuff, and the humidity in here is not great. So something like a steam cleaner would probably actually like cause a lot more damage than it would good. So that's why we've not bothered with one. I don't think they're a good idea though. Sorry, chat. No, it's okay. I spray and then use a cloth wipe and then scrub. I use a toothbrush to get the grout and the sealant. Yeah, we don't have that. It's not a tile shower. It's flat, like on all walls. So the sealant isn't like, I mean, the sealant I just go around with a wet wipe. But cloth wipe. I mean, I don't think you guys realize how much the buildup was in the shower, which sounds so gross when I say it out loud, but genuinely I didn't have anything to clean it with. And I didn't know that apparently a mop wasn't a good idea. I think it's a good idea, and realistically, I'm probably not going to stop. But just be aware that after wiping it down, I do go over it with antibac, because I do that with everything. I spray it down with antibac, okay? Yeah, maybe using a floor mop is unsanitary, but I go over with antibacterial afterwards anyway. So, like, don't freak out. And then I shower. So, I shower after cleaning every time. Got a clean house, clean body, clean mind, you know? So that's how I clean. I feel so ashamed now. I'm like, the floor mop not a good idea. It's only getting used in the, like, kitchen and the bathrooms. Maybe the hallway. I was so proud of myself. I'm so proud of that mop. It's such a silly thing to be like happy about. I'm so sorry if this is so boring for you guys, but like genuinely, like cleaning is something that brings me a lot of peace in my mind. It's something that I will forever have spoons for on Sunday, but like it makes me feel a lot better when I've cleaned and like my household is like ready to go for the rest of the week. I clean the kitchen quite regularly. Like the kitchen gets cleaned every other day anyway, but it's more just the deep clean happens every other Sunday. Cleaning is instant gratification. It is, yes, very much so. I love it. It makes me so freaking happy. It's like, especially now that I'm running a household by myself. Well, obviously not by myself, but like I'm running a household without my parents, so I get to choose when and how often I clean and how I clean, and I don't have to worry about moving stuff about because it's like, well, if I move it, then it's on me if I lose it, you know? If I move it for my parents 10 feet away, it's still in the same place, it ceases from existence in their eyes. So something like cleaning was just not something I could regularly do. I love my parents, by the way. I did visit them on Sunday, but yeah, their cleaning has gotten better since I moved out, ironically, but like I guess that's because they don't have me to rely on to do it anymore. But then with me it's like every Sunday. Clean the bed sheets. Also, I want to know, like, how often do people change their bed sheets? Because I know some people do it, like, weekly. I knew someone who did it daily, and I'm like, that's such a waste of money. I'm sorry. There is no reason to, like, change your bed sheets that regularly. It also depends on how much you sleep in them, how often you should change them. I should probably, because of how much I sleep, I should probably change my bed sheets a lot more than I do. But they're fine. So they get changed every other week. Looks on my bed sheet. I'd rather not specify. Dude, oh my god, you want to know something really gross? My first boyfriend. Oh my god. Okay, there's some level of this that I can't say without like potential like problems on Twitch, so I won't go into it too much. His mom, bless her, changed his bed sheets regularly. But like occasionally I was there when she did it, and the duvet was stiffer than a piece of cardboard sometimes. So gross. It was like disgusting. But like, what can you do with that? You can't really put it in the washing machine, can you? Can you? Do people do that? I don't think I could fit my duvet in our washing machine. My bed sheets are like white though still. Like I know sometimes they go a bit yellow with age, but like our bed sheets have remained the same color since I got them. But then again, I don't sweat very much, so I don't sweat very much. Paul sweats a bit, but not to the point that, you know, we have to change the bed sheets like too regularly. Same. I have a warm weather bed sheet and a winter bed sheet. That's it. Also, are we because bed sheets are a different thing over here, aren't they? I always say bed sheets as in like the bed set, which is like the mattress cover, which is like a bed sheet. Okay, a mattress, a fitted sheet. That's what I'm talking about. The fitted sheet, the duvet cover, and pillowcases all get changed every other week, right? Every other week, without fail. They get taken off, stripped down, and I put a new bed sheet on, and then I put that one in the wash, and I do that every other week, right? The whole thing. But I know some people don't, and it like bothers me a little bit. Just like, geez, you know. But like, I have loads of duvet covers. I have a thing about duvet covers. Like, I'm really like, I love looking when I go to like places like the Range. I always spend like a little bit of extra time looking at the new bed sheets and stuff. It's just so pretty to me. I would have a lot more if I didn't have a bit of self-restraint about buying bed sheets, but like I like my bed sheets. I like them a lot. I've got I allowed myself to buy a new bedspread when I moved in here, and I got like a gothic one. I got like a black and white like tarot set one with like moths and stuff on it. So pretty. I'm very happy with it. We have that one on quite regularly, but the problem with the like, this is another thing. I am like a really dark person, right? I like black and not very much color, right? Is my palette. When it comes to bed sheets, the problem with getting darker bed sheets is that they tend to have more dye in them, and when they have more dye in them, they tend to not feel great. And someone who's got autism, texture of your bed sheets matters a lot. So I don't like the like really heavily dyed like silky sheets because texture of that is just bothersome. Brushed cotton, I love a good brushed cotton bedsheet. It's like a bedspread. It's like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. Like a brushed cotton. I couldn't wait till it started getting colder to put a brushed cotton bedsheet on. But they're we've got two of those, and one's like the Christmas one. So I'm a bit like, I'm in the market for another one, because I've got one like wintry fall one, and then I got one Christmas one. And the Christmas one isn't like, it's not like Santa on it. It's got like rabbits on it, but like it's very obviously like a Christmassy one. I don't know how to explain it. It's not, if you looked at it out of season, you wouldn't really think of anything. But it to me is very much a Christmas one. It's also a luxury one with like nice trim on it. It was very expensive. I love that one. But it's heavy is the other problem, and Paul doesn't do well like when you live with someone else, like you have to kind of keep them in mind in their comfort in the bed sheets, and if you have a like bad like level of bed sheet and the person sweats a lot, it can be a recipe for disaster. This is why my parents ended up like deciding one day to get like separate duvets. So they sleep in the same bed, right? They sleep in the same bed, they sleep together, no problem. But after a while, my mom decided that it was a good idea to get two like single bed sheets or duvets because it just didn't because my dad needed a thinner one and my mom needed quite a heavy tog one. So it was just easier to get like separate ones, and they did that for a while. But I think they've gone back to how it is now. You're meant to change the bottom. Why did I know you were gonna come in with that? Why did I know you were gonna come in and be like, you need to change your bed sheets, dude? You are like, it makes me think of my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend. He literally like never. If his mum didn't tell him to change the bed sheets, he never would. And that thing was like stiff. It was so gross. I won't explain why. He sweat a lot, but it wasn't the only thing that went on with it. Dude, after sleeping under that for like a good 2 years of my life, I was like, yeah, no, I every chance I get, I choose bed sheets. Teenage boy. Wasn't even a teenager. He was old enough to know better. Got it. No, he should have known better. He was a teenager at the time, but like once he got into adulthood and was like at uni, he should have known better, and he didn't. But I wasn't with him anymore at that point. I did go and visit him because I was still in the friendship group, so we would like stay there a while. I wasn't with Paul at the time, but I wouldn't do it now. But yeah, in terms of like duvet sets and stuff, yeah, I have like just regular ones, like year round ones. I have quite a few of those. And then for like, but I do those seasonally as well. I'm okay with doing those seasonally, but the winter ones I need to get more of. But it's kind of hard because I'm a bit like reluctant to get like specifically Christmas ones because that leaves the like you kind of just then can't put them up in like January, you know. Man, I love it when you get into bed after changing the sheets. Dude, I love it too. Oh my god, it's like the best thing. You have like a nice shower, like a full and everything shower, right? you scrub yourself down, body scrub down, you like shave and you moisturize, you get new new pajamas on, like your nice silky pajamas on, and you've got a nice fresh bed sheet spread to go under, and you get into that at the end of the day. It is the most immediate sleep. It's just bliss. The bliss of getting into a clean set of bed sheets after like a shower, and everything shower is the best experience ever. There is like, it's the little things in life, guys. There's the little things, but it's like, it's huge. You just want to like improve your mental health in just immediate like succession. The best thing I can recommend, because I know some people really struggle with like spoons as well. If you don't know what spoon theory is, it's basically where like if you have chronic illness or like severe mental health problems, you have to have a certain number of spoons every day. Neurotypical people tend to have like infinite. Neurodiverse people tend to have a certain amount every day. It means you can only do certain tasks, like, you know, taking the washing out takes 3 spoons, going to the shops takes 4 spoons, that sort of theory. If you have very little spoons, the one thing you can do for yourself is take a shower, an everything shower, change your bed sheets, and you'll feel a lot better. I know that's a lot, though. That's a lot of spoons, and I know that's a lot of spoons. But this, yeah. Also, do you get skin scuffs on the black after? Oh, I have dry skin. I'm gonna be honest, right? So, despite the fact that I have a lot of duvets, right, and they all tend to be lighter colors because, just because they feel better. I always have a black fitted sheet, which is the thing that goes over the mattress. I always have a black one of those. When you have dry skin, like chronic dry skin issues, you have to change it quite regularly because, and fortunately, obviously, every other week is good enough for me. But like when I lived at home and things like that, washing wasn't like done regularly. I didn't get the opportunity to. The amount, like, they were white afterwards, like after like a couple sleeps in it, because it's just all the dead skin. It's just like disgusting. You can see it all. But yeah, skin scarves. Yeah. Yeah. I never get Christmas, only winter. Yeah, I think that's the sensible thing. I mean, I'm all for like, I like a good green and red bedsheet, and I will probably get one of those this year. Because I don't have a mom around to tell me that I have enough bedsheets, duvet sets to sink a battleship anymore. I am a full-grown adult with a grown-up money. If I want to buy Christmas bedsheets to add to my mountainous collection of bedsheets, I will. And so I will. But yeah. Silky pajamas is where we differ. I need the fluffiest pajamas. I'm not posh like you. I don't have silk ones. I was just being like, it's just the silky, like, I do have silk ones actually. Not many. In terms of fluffy pajamas, I get really sensory overloaded when I've got like really fluffy stuff on me for too long. So that's where but that's usually because there is some level of like microfiber or like plastic microfiber with fluffy stuff, especially now. So like if I've got really bad dry skin, it catches on it, which is why I don't have it, because it causes me like sensory nightmare. But like, going to bed with someone else as well. This is like another thing, is that when you get into bed with another person, if you've got like really like thermal pajamas on, you better hope that that person doesn't like burn hotter than the sun, because you will end up sweating profusely in your pajamas. So for me, I don't have I do have fluffy pajamas, but I don't wear them very often. I don't know when the last time I wore them was. I think I lounge in them sometimes, but I don't really walk around the house in like things like joggers and stuff. I'm still talking and it's been like an hour and a half. I'm so sorry. But in terms of like joggers and stuff, I don't really like wear those. I get dressed in the morning. I put on my day clothes. which is like at the minute is like a pair of tights, a pair of shorts, a t-shirt, and a plaid overshirt, which is what I'm wearing right now. Sometimes it's a sweater and jeans, depends how I'm feeling, and I will wear that for the whole day. I'll wear it for the whole week, but like I'll wear it all day, and like at the end of the day, cook dinner, still wearing those clothes, and like when it's bedtime, I'll take them off and I'll put my pajamas on and I'll get into bed. Because I can't cope. Paul changes, right? Paul will wear day clothes like me for the whole day, and then I'll start cooking dinner, and then he'll put his joggers on, and I'm always like, it's cute, but it's like I couldn't cope with it. It's too much sensory. I think that's where I think something as well is like this is where the autism comes into play. It's like I'm sensory not great with like changing fabrics too often, so I tend to wear the same clothes the whole week, and then I also, and by the clothes I mean like the outer clothes, I don't mean like underwear. I change my underwear regularly, please. I promise you, like 2 to 3 times a day the underwear is changed, not for any particular reason, it just is. But like things like texture like that, it does bother me. But pajamas wise, yeah, I do sometimes wear silky ones. I have silk shorts, and I hate them. They're really not sensory great. Night dresses, if I'm wearing a night dress, which isn't very often, it's usually in the summer or for various reasons, which I'm not going to go into detail, but if you're a female, you know. If you know, you know. There are some reasons why you better off wearing a pair of night dresses. This sounds like it's for some woo wink wonk reasons. It's not. It's for infection control. Um, but like in terms of like a night dress, those are usually silk or silky, like satin textures. And then that's it. But then in terms of like my regular pajamas, the ones that I usually wear every week, it's usually some sort of vest top, usually like a spaghetti strap top, cropped or long, depending on the season, and a pair of shorts. If it's really cold, I'll have a t-shirt on, like a short sleeve t-shirt instead. And I've got some pajama sets that have the short sleeve t-shirts, but that's it. I don't wear anything long sleeved. I don't wear trousers to bed. It's not a thing I do. I don't cope with it. I can barely cope with wearing socks in bed. Which, dry skin, it's recommended you wear, like, socks to bed, but it's like, I can't do it. They need to breathe. Those puppies need to breathe. But yeah, no, so fluffy pajamas are cute, but it's like, I couldn't wear them. But if I'm in sort of feeling the, like, fluffy pajama trousers, I get really fluffy, like, Hello Kitty ones. And I wear those, if it's, like, really cold. Not to bed. I don't wear them to bed. Unless I'm on my own. Sometimes when I will say, when I'm, like, sleeping on my own, like, which is usually in the daytime, I don't sleep on my own in the nighttime. Paul doesn't really sleep in the daytime like I do, but if I'm sleeping in the bed on my own, then I can sometimes wear like thermal stuff because it's just my body temperature in there. I'm not like having to compete with someone else's. Yeah. Homemade cocoa. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm not great with hot drinks though. But yeah, that like cozy vibes, nice pair of fluffy socks, fluffy pajamas. You get into bed, you got your favorite show on or a book, you know, the best sensation. 10 out of 10, do recommend. I get to the point of at work where I could throw my fucking spoons at people. Yeah, this is why I don't work in like customer service at all. Is like, I'm not interacting with the public because spoon wise, when I worked at KFC, my spoons were gone immediately the second I stepped in the doors at work. Just my co-workers alone took up the spoons. And then I had to deal with customers, and it was like, I just had no spoons ever. Like, spoon theory really came into play when I worked at KFC because it would be like, I worked like 2 days a week, and then I couldn't do anything for the rest of the week because I'd have no spoons. And it takes a long time to recover spoons sometimes. And now I work in a job that I've worked in for several years. I live on my own, or I live with someone else, and spoon wise, I'm good. I'm covered with spoons because I don't exercise spoons unnecessarily. If there's an event on, however, then spoons get used up, but streaming takes spoons out of me, which is sometimes why like you guys find that I end up on Thursdays without enough spoons to stream. But that's usually like indicative of also a headache. But yeah. Don't they steal them? Yeah. I'm gonna make lunch, be right back, be right back, be right back. Okay, okay, enjoy your lunch. I'm that guy who can walk in shorts and a t-shirt in 10-degree weather. Yeah, I know so many people like that. Our youngest, he comes around at the minute and he's in fucking shorts. Every time I'm like, in shorts again, my son? And he's like, yes, obviously. And I'm like, no, not obviously. It's like 2 degrees outside. What are you doing? His the middle one's gotten sick recently because he's been out in the like pissing rain, like he's gotten ill because of it. I know that the cold doesn't really cause illness or anything, but if you're already like coming down with something, it makes it 10 times worse. And he's just so unwell, and I feel so bad for him. I've offered him like, well, he's not here right now, but I've offered him like tea and stuff, and he's like, no thank you. And I'm like, it would make you feel a lot better though. Anyway, that's me being a mum though. It's like when they come round and they're like not wearing enough for the weather, and I'm just like, please put some clothes on. Put a fucking coat on, please. I swear to God. It's like, would it kill you to look after your health? I can't go down to the kitchen without like a sweater on, you know? And like they're walking around my house barefoot with shorts on. I'm like, are you not cold? You're like tiny. So yeah. And like our kids are like that. Paul doesn't wear shorts ever. Like I think in the time I've known him, he wears shorts like jogger shorts in the summer, but that's it. Like that's the only time he'll wear them. He won't leave the house with shorts. Like he doesn't own shorts. Whereas I'm like, yeah, I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, but I'm also got like a layers over top. Like my shorts are over a pair of tights. That's my clothing choice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I feel like I'm very like reliving the 2019 version of Jasper right now, where I'm like in my shorts and my tights, and I've got a graphic tee on. I've got a graphic t-shirt on. It's got Overwatch on it. I haven't played that game in years, but I just felt I was feeling this shirt when I opened the drawers, so I put this one on and a plaid overshirt, and I feel very, very reminiscent of the like very old like emo Jasper. The hair's the same. Like I'm really living like the early days. Great. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break real quick, and then when I get back, we'll do Portal 2 and we'll continue more conversations. Oh no, I need to talk. Right. Okay, I'm not going anywhere for a second. I just need to address this. Okay, guys. Okay, right. I addressed this on this is a tone change, so I'm really sorry for those of you who were enjoying this conversation. Guys, I made a comment on Thursday about this, and I'm just going to reiterate the fact, seeing as it's a different audience spec. But just okay, I've had to make it very clear in my rules on both Twitch and on Discord. So there have been some rule changes over that. I thought there were rules for it already, but apparently there wasn't. I'm just going to say it again, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face, guys. If you're coming into my chat, or if you're going into spaces that, you know, I'm witnessing, or even just in general, your actions on other people's chatters, their streams, in their communities affect how you are treated in my community, okay? This sounds like a lot worse than it, well, it's not great. I don't really want to have to talk about this, but if you're going into other people's chats and harassing or bad-mouthing or slandering people that I care about, especially people that are active in my community, you're getting banned. I'm just saying it right now, straight up. I'm fed up of, like, seeing it. If you're going into other people's chatters and, like, not saying nice things or saying stuff that maybe indicates malicious undertones or something similar, slanderous undertones, you're not welcome here. It's very simple. I don't appreciate it. I don't enjoy viewing it, and I am seeing it myself firsthand, and I'm hearing about it from other people, okay? So if I see it, you're getting banned. I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not okay with it. it will not be tolerated. It's a simple answer. If I see it, you will be dealt with accordingly. Please be aware of that. Okay. It also counts here if you're like slandering other people without prompt. And by that I mean if we're talking about like internet drama, that's fine. But like if we're, you know, if it's uninvited criticisms to people I care about, especially people in my community, you're getting banned. And I will not deal with this anymore because I'm hearing about it. It is happening. I don't appreciate it. Okay? You're not welcome here. Makes me wonder who's been bad. It's not something that's my place to talk about, okay? But I'm just being real here that, you know, I've seen it. I was told that something happened and I investigated myself and found it to be a lot worse than that person had told me. And I don't appreciate it, okay? Do not do it. I don't care that you're on in someone else's community talking about it. We still catch wind of it. We still hear about it. It's not appreciated, okay? This is the internet, okay? What you do on the internet holds gravity, okay? I know it seems like you're behind a keyboard, anonymous. You know, we still hear about it, okay? Don't be doing it. It's not nice. It's not nice for those people to hear about it, especially if they're hearing about it from other people, okay? And I want to stress that I haven't had anything like nasty said about me. This is genuinely just like a situation that's happened a few weeks ago now, but I don't want to hear it, and I've seen it. And also, if you're coming into my chat, and this isn't me talking directly, this is just a hypothetical. If you're coming into my chat and harassing people, especially if they're actively in my chat at the time, I will ban you. Okay, you can appeal it. I will tell you why. Okay. And if you still want to argue the point, you can get the fuck out, okay? I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm fed up of seeing it. I don't appreciate it. It's not nice. And it's not great for me. I just want to stress this from a personal perspective. It's not great for me, because I have autism, right? I'm not great with picking up on social cues. I'm not great at like seeing things for like the undertones. I'm not great. If you say something, I'm likely to take that at face value. If I'm seeing something and I'm like, that's very clearly like malicious undertones, I don't appreciate it, okay? I have a righteous sense of justice. I care a lot about the people in my community and I care a lot about my friends. And if I'm seeing stuff online, if I'm hearing stuff online about people I care about, I'm gonna deal with it accordingly, okay? You have been warned, okay? If I see it again, it's a ban. I will not be discussing this further, okay? Also, don't message me about this. Also, if this is an address to the community as well. If I ban someone in my chat and they're then contacting individuals in my community and talking about it, please let me know. It will be handled. And I would advise blocking that person because people should not be stirring shit where there is no shit to be stirred, okay? I'm fed up of it. I'm very defensive of the people I care about. I don't appreciate it, okay? You'll be dealt with. For any reason. Whether you just dislike that person, whether you have opinions that don't agree with that person, keep it to your fucking self. You know? But if I catch wind of it, if I've got the evidence of it, which I do, okay? If I got evidence of it, you're getting banned, okay? Dealing with this anymore. I know this is a bit of a tone change. I'm really sorry to people, but I just don't like that. This will be the last time I talk about it, though. I spoke about it on Thursday very briefly, and I am talking about it again today because I know that not everyone who's available on Thursdays is available on Mondays and vice versa, so it needed addressing on both days. This will be the last time I talk about it, okay? There's been a rule change. It was a rule that was already there in my eyes anyway. And just be aware, guys, that even if it's not stated in the rules, you are still liable. Like, I am allowed to ban you, and my mods are allowed to ban you as they see fit. Okay, and you're not allowed to argue about it. It has to be said if something's happened, don't worry. It's not an active situation. I just want people to not, like, Also, please don't go seeking the drama if you're like curious. Like, it's not something you'll find. Okay, it's very private community, so this is fun, but it holds weight. Okay, and we do hear about it, so don't appreciate it. Thank you. We're not welcome here. Um, I haven't banned anyone as a result, okay? Like, no one's been held accountable as of yet, but I'm just saying so that, you know, if I do have to start holding people accountable, I will. You're more than welcome to, like, be in the space of the community, but if, you know, if someone like space has banned you and I get told why and I don't appreciate it, you'll be held responsible, okay? The ban from one, ban from all policy, okay? In my eyes, for here, I don't think I will defend my friends, but you know, they're completely allowed to like have you part of their communities as well. So if you're banned from someone in my communities, you're banned from here, okay? But that's just me. I'm just saying it. So people are aware of it because it might just start happening. I don't think it will, though. I think it's fine. Anyway, I'm going to take a break real quick, and I will BRB, and we will get on with some Portal. I will see you very soon. I'm back. Back, what did I miss? Nothing. Nothing important, just what I said on Thursday. Like, that's it. Just saying, like, you know, if you're saying things, even if it's on the other side of the internet, and I still hear about it, it's still a bannable offense. Especially people I care about. Just how you conduct yourself on other people's stream thing, reminding us all to behave. Yes, no naughty. If you're naughty, you get a spanking. Simple, simple. And not a fun spanking. You will not be allowed a spanking again. I'm so fucking cold. I got food. I got food. I got noodles. Noodles are noodles. Get a spanking if you like. Jasper, I've been naughty. Oh, bend over them, Mina. It's your turn for a spanking. Welcome back, thank you. Oh, I see. Blood for blood, goddess. Aha, I'm going to wear your faces out. Bruh, what? Not quite what I meant. If people did understand what I mean, I just mean in like a, you know, if you're commenting, especially on people in my community or people that I care about, like, in a way that if I'm picking up that you've got malicious undertones, it's a ban. Straight up. I'm not, you know, from today, well, from last week, if I see it, if I hear about it. Okay. I got my feelers out. People let me know these things. It's not my place to tell people how they should be acting on other people's, like, in other people's chat and stuff, but at the same time, and like, it's not my place to be telling people, you know, how they should talk to other people. However, if I hear about it, if I feel like, especially if I've seen you saying stuff, and then you're coming into my chat, and then, like, interacting with people, and trying to, like, pretend like you haven't made these, you know, statements, or made any kind of malicious undertone sort of comment, I'm just gonna take it as harassment, okay? Just don't be mean, you know? Yeah, exactly. You know, just don't know what other people are going through kind of thing. I wouldn't like it. Unfortunately, not big enough to be, like, on this sort of position yet, but at the same time, like, I have to protect the people in my chat, because at the end of the day, like, you guys are my responsibility when you're in this space, you know? If the other people are okay with you saying stuff like that, or they're maybe not getting that there's an undertone there, that's up to them. It's not me to tell them how they should be acting, but, you know, don't think you can just come into my my chat and act like nothing's happened, okay? This isn't directed at anyone in particular, by the way. It's just a comment based on, like, something I've seen outside of... Okay. That's all you need to know. Anyway, how's the rabbit? I swear on my life it was not malicious, and if it came off as malicious, I apologize. No, Mystic, I'm not coming up at you. I'm talking generally. I'm talking as, like, a general overview, as, like, I've seen it happen in other spaces, and I'm just commenting on it as a whole, okay? You're fine. Yeah, no, it's not at you. I wouldn't comment on anyone in particular, by the way. It's like, if... How do I word it? If I'm gonna have to hold anyone responsible in my chat for saying things outside of the internet, or outside of this chatter on the internet, if I'm having to hold people responsible for that, you will just be removed and there will be no public comment on it. If you then choose to make public comments on it, I'll know that I've made the right choice. Okay? But I will not make any comment on it unless I feel it's necessary. But nothing's happened in particular, people. Don't panic, okay? I'm just making a comment. It's just like just so you know I've said it. And so no one can say I haven't said it, okay? It's in the rule. There you go. Don't go out. Jasper hates her chat. Run, everyone. No! RGB. Time to admit I hate what Jasper. Oh! Oh! Bruh. Run! I thought we were friends. Bruh. That makes me sad. Well, just so you know, I love watch you. To hear, I can see the arrows. What arrows? We are. It's why I hate watching. And so that that means everyone else in the chat hate watches me as well, because we're all friends here. Wait, you what stuff? Stuffing? Oh, what, you stuffing? Oh, what am I eating? I'm eating Bachelor's super noodles in chicken flavor, and I've also got some Yorkshire puds next to me as well, because I'm a bit peckish today. What was I doing? Right, continue. Let it load. I hope everyone can hear the game, by the way. I noticed that I can't do anything about this, and I know I comment on this quite a bit, but it's like, I've noticed that my voice is really quiet on the streams. I literally can't do anything about it. It reaches the red, so when I come on to, like, other places and find my voice is really quiet, I don't understand why. I'm so sorry, because it's probably really jarring for people to go from one really loud stream to my really quiet ones. Oh, god tier combination, yes. That's a bird! Oh my gosh! Ah! Hey Gladys. Take me, I want bird. Oh dude, there's a game that's like I'm seeing on TikTok. You guys, if you follow me on TikTok, you might see that I'm liking like a couple games. There's a game I really want to play. They haven't released it, it's still in the works, but I'm so excited for it. Ow. Hot. Ow. May have undercooked the Yorkshire. Whoops. Right. Where am I? Wheatley, what have you done to me? Why have you forsaken me? Dude, every time I hear Paul coughing in the background, I think he's laughing at me. Because he does a weird, like, cough laugh. He might be watching the stream, actually. He's watching something. He's playing, like, on the Xbox, and he's watching something. Okay, so we're really far underground right now, right? Why is there daylight? But also, this is the world of Half-Life, isn't it? Where am I going? I have no idea. I fixed the mic settings after that episode. Oh, that was not a good technique. I'm so sorry. My mic is not great for streaming, and it's even worse for like collabing. Because you just can't hear me. If I'm on Discord, it's not so bad because you could at least turn me up on there. But like when it comes to like collabing and like voice chats in games, it's terrible, dude. I genuinely sound awful. Where am I going? Wait. It must be somewhere I can go. Maybe there? Maybe. getting somewhere, right? My mouse is playing up. Can you see it? I like sensitivity down. It was in fact down. Okay. Slightly terrifying. So where am I right this second? I'm below the facility, but like it's daylight, and so I'm just confused. Oh, there we go. Keep out. Oh, okay. I must go there then. Keep out. Do not enter. Yeah. Commended testing area. Uh-huh. Sounds like my kind of place. Let me in. How do I get in? Let me in. Oh. I see. Conveniently placed white walls. Push the button. Push the red button. What red button? There's a red button? Where is it? What button? There isn't a button. What are you talking about? Also, welcome, Denny. Good to see you. Good to see you. And welcome. Jasper saved me. I've been on a Borderlands binge for a month. You crazy person. I literally couldn't get into Borderlands. Would be willing to try it again with friends, though, potentially. Nice. I couldn't do it before because all my friends just ran off without me when I last played it. Is he watching my edit video? I can send it to him if you want his opinion on it. Oh god, there was like a lot. The arrows of insults hitting. F yeah. I hate cheesecake with white and milk chocolate. I love. Oh, have rather. Oh, that's great. That sounds great. Add like a cinnamon cheesecake the other day. It was pretty 10 out of 10. Cheesecake is like pretty god tier. It's Paul's favorite. I make him one for his birthday every year. I had the same thing with my mic before. I could send you the tutorial I used to help if I can find it if you'd like. Yes, please, if you could. That's funny. My voice is super loud on my streams. Yeah, but you've got a better mic. Mine's a Fifine one, which is like a cheapy kind of one. Mine is weird, yeah. Now I just need it to not pick up on my entire household. I fixed the mic settings after that. Oh, editing is hard and tedious. Yes, Net's done such a great job on it, and then I was like, I have some like things I'd like in here, and he's like, okay, here we go. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, Net. I saw that. Hi, Jasper. Hello. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Testing areas for critters. Push the red button. I don't know what the red button is, though. Lol, no, the idea of you can't walk past the button. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I literally, if it says keep out, I keep in. I go in. But Lance 2 was awesome. I don't know which one I played. I've got one of them. and my friends wanted to play it with me, so I got it. And then, like, I will just never forget, like, we'd, like, go into a place and they'd absolutely obliterate all the enemies, and then walk off without me, get all the loot, and, like, completely forget I was there. I love Borderlands 2. I literally don't know what I've got, so I can tell you what I've got. I need to eat. I'm snuffing food. Sorry. The word viewers is banned in my chat to stop bots. It's not banned for general viewers, by the way. It's just to stop bots from coming in and being like, best viewer bot, because I used to get that a lot. I did my first stream the other day while making a corset, and I had 7 viewers in my first stream. Wow, congrats, that's great. That's fucking amazing. Dude, corsets are such an interesting thing to watch being made, though, so 10 out of 10 content. Go check out Jenny if you want to watch more of that. Oh, good. Yeah, sorry. I haven't, like, put it anywhere. That's a problem. You can just type it in the chat. It just get held because the word viewers is bad. I think somebody welcome. Here you go. Go say hi. We'd support our friends. Where am I going? Right. Give me that one. Push the button, let me know before I don't remember this. Feel so lost. I don't even follow you. What's going on here? Well, I thought I did. There you go. Oh, that scared me. There was like a reflection on the like little arm thing of the gun, and I literally thought there was something moving right here. that was scary. A button! A button, a button, a button, a button. Let me... Wee. This is so ominous. It makes me think of Fallout, which is another game I intend to play at some point on stream. We'll eventually do like Fallout New Vegas at some point, because I've got that waiting. Where am I going? You know what I want to know is how I know to come this way. Oh, gotta move that. A big red button. Oh, I see. Okay, This is terrifying. Turn it up slightly so you guys can hear it. Ooh. I just ate leftover Chinese and put the entire pot of sweet and sour sauce in it, and now I do not feel well, bruh. This is after I spent yesterday very sick after eating lots of lozenges. Baby, I swear to God. You brought this on yourself. Oh no. So that's, you know, whoa. That's pretty unceremonious. That's the word? I don't know. Just some world building, like, it's just so ominous, like, so big. Why are the chairs out here then? Wasson also saw it's so, yeah. Specifically for Jasper for Holbrook. Maybe you absolute nuggle. Bad choices were made indeed. Man, mouth cannot understand that I am not 15 anymore, bruh. I'm like eating a lot more than I usually do at the minute. I just don't eat enough during the week. So I eat a lot on the weekends to make up for it. And I get really sick. It's like stomach expansion. It annoys me so much. Yeah, mine doesn't understand that I've had a gastric bypass surgery and can't eat more than 1 cup of food at a time. Oh, it feels bad, man. It's always the way though, isn't it? It's like, doesn't like, you've got like small stomach, right? Because mine shrunk. Like, you're just like, this is good. I want to put more of it in my mouth. And then it's like, oh, I can't fit more in my stomach though. It's like, oh, I feel. Stomach cannot cope, but mouth demands greed. Is it greed? It's just a pleasure. I think pleasure. I mean, I don't eat much, like, because I worry about textures and stuff. But like, when you get a good food source, and then your stomach gets like really full, and you've still got loads to go, it's always the most depressing thing. And then you have to choose between putting yourself through pain or like enjoying yourself, you know? It sucks. I hate, like, I love food, but I hate food. If I eat too much, it doesn't stay in my stomach. That hurts my soul to think about that. Mimi be like anime. I'm sorry, I'm really struggling to read for some reason. Anime, hand pose, stomach expansion, tummy hurts. Yeah. If I eat too much now, I can't breathe. I cough a ton if I eat too much, and I end up feeling really violently sick for like several hours. Oh yeah, I feel that. I hope you're okay, Jenny. How dare food be so tasty but so texture? Yeah. The reason for that is that your stomach is behind your lungs. It's pushing your lungs into your ribcage. Yeah. I also find, now I'm eating less though, if I get that horrible tight stomachness, if I go to bed on that feeling, I end up getting like acid reflux in my sleep, which is something that started happening recently. I don't know if it is actually acid reflux. I just like seem to like burp in my sleep and then like get stomach acid in my like esophagus and it burns, and the amount of times recently I've woken up to that sensation of like my throat being burned like I've thrown up is just like awful, and I don't know why it started happening. So if anyone's got any advice, I'm losing hair, I'm getting like acid reflux, my weight fluctuates. Sounds like the sort of thing that comes with having a disorder. But will the doctors tell me that? No. It's a combination of horrendous things. Yeah, the worst part is at a pub when they serve massive amount of chips and then a massive chicken schnitzel. Yeah, like, I don't understand, like, American portions are, like, painful to look at, right? But in the UK, if you get like a decent portion at like a pub, it's not fun. Because I have a real problem. My thing is not even that I'm wanting to eat food or eat that much food. My thing is that I hate wasting food. I get really, especially if it's got meat on it, then I feel really bad about wasting food, so I don't. I will shovel it down and just cope with the pain because I'm like, something died for that. And I like don't feel good about wasting meat. I get really cross if Paul throws out like Chinese or something and it's got like chicken or something in it, and I'm like, how did he? But I can't waste food like that. Vegetables I have no problem wasting, but like meat sauces, it's not a good feeling. Because I wouldn't be a meat eater. I don't eat a lot of meat anyway. But I wouldn't eat meat by choice. The problem is that because I have so many sensory issues and food issues, if I cut meat out of my diet, that's a huge portion of like my calorie intake gone, and it probably wouldn't be the best thing for me. So I'm more plant-based now that I live on my own, and whenever Paul and I have like food together, if he's having like a burger, I'm having the vegan version, and vice versa. Like if I'm having like, he's having like a chicken fillet or something, I'm having the meat-free version, because I'll cook meat for him, because we tried the vegan stuff for him and it didn't go well. But he needs the calories more than I do, and the protein, and he was starting to have problems from not getting enough protein. And also he doesn't like the texture of vegan stuff, so it's that. But for me it's like such a guilt complex with food. If we'll throw out Chinese or we throw in hands, he's not allowed to do it anymore. But I'm also like, you need to not order so much, because he always ends up throwing some away. It's way higher up than most people think. Yeah, great. I hate that. I try not to sleep on my left because it helps with acid reflux, but front sleeping is the shit. I don't really have a great sleeping position. I'm a side sleeper, but like I've also got like torticollis. So like I sleep on my right side now that we live like here, but it causes all sorts of problems for my like neck because of the torticollis. By the way, if you don't know what that is, I have explained it on Twitch before, but like torticollis is like, it's also known as wry neck. You can get it from a car crash, so anyone can get it, but I have it from infancy. So when I was born, I got stuck. It caused a tendon in my neck to be in permanent spasm. Means that my head and my features are pulled down to the right side quite considerably, because I grew up like that, because it wasn't fixed when I was young enough. So when I developed, it ended up just getting progressively worse. So I don't look right. I get a lot of comments on it in person. I don't get any comments on the internet about it, but occasionally I think people can tell that my model kind of leans off to the side slightly, but that's why. It's not me doing that. And I used to get people say like, oh, she's trying to be cute in photos. It's like, no, my head is stuck like that. I cannot move it. So yeah. But that's like the side I sleep on. I don't know if it helps. Yeah, that is acid reflux. Yeah, I don't know why it happens. It's a recent thing. I used to get a really bad problem. Like, I think in the earlier streams, a lot of people who were here will remember me hiccuping a lot. My hiccup, ignore the throne thing. The hiccuping is like, it was to avoid me burping. Because if I burped back then, I threw up in my mouth. And that was a thing that started shortly after I started streaming, and I didn't know why. And now it's like a long-term thing that's started happening, and I'm not really sure why. But then also, like, other stuff started happening, but do the doctors want to listen to me? Do they fuck? The joy of being in the UK. My tongue, you can say you punished food, which means you ate it. Oh, in your language. Okay. The idea is that you punish the food for being delicious. Try not to eat within 2 hours of going to bed. That is a very good idea, actually. In the evenings, I don't get a choice is the problem. We eat from like 5 to 6 p.m. and then we go to bed around 9. The problem is like we just don't have like the luxury of time in the day because we work nights, so I have to just go to sleep at a specific time. If I've eaten food within those 2 hours, there's nothing I can do about it, really. I try to eat a bit earlier, but usually when I get like problems in like my esophagus when I wake up. This is why Rod and I share a main when we go out. That sounds sensible. Paul and I like have very different taste, and we also live in the UK, so our portions are quite small for a lot more money. So we don't need to like share. Why's that sticky? But yeah, that sounds like a really good. If you were going to like a proper big restaurant with like big portions and big prices, then yeah, we'd probably have to share. But we're also both quite burger people, so like if we go out, we both tend to order a burger. So like in terms of sharing, it's not really doable. American portions of food is something that could eat famine stricken village for like 3 days. Yeah, I just don't get why it's so big over there. And also the lack of vegetables is interesting over there, which is something I'm okay with as someone with autism, but like over here it's like most of your plate is made up of vegetables, so you end up not eating as much. Paul, yeah. Did you grow up with the you have to finish everything on your plate parents? Yes, I did. And this was also a problem because undiagnosed autism meant that I did not want to eat the food that was put in front of me. I was made to. Stew is now banned in my household. Cottage pie is banned in my household. Anything that's like minced meat texture is banned in my household. Paul has bolognese every week. I will cook it for him. I will not eat it. But like in my household, my parents are like, you have to eat it. And I'm like, I want to. I would rather starve. And then in order to like, this was a reason I put on so much weight in my youth though, was that I would shovel down the food. And I'm very good at this. I will shove it down. Right? Just like put it in my mouth, swallow it whole, do not chew, right? Do not get that texture in there, just to appease my parents. And then in order to take the pain away from doing that sensory wise, I then later shovel a load of like biscuits and dry stuff in my mouth just to like make my mouth feel better texture wise. And this was a continuous issue. And this is also why I put on a considerable amount of weight as a child. Now I eat what I want, which means that I eat barely anything ever. So it's quite a vast difference, but like I'll just never like forget those years of like my mom putting things like cottage pie or like zucchinis and stuff in front of me, and it's just like the texture. Courgettes are the bane of my existence, and the amount of times I had to eat them to shovel it down. Very good at taking shots now. I'm very good at like shots and spirits because I'm used to like just knocking things back. But food was included in that, and it caused a cycle of issues. And then my parents were always like, well, why is she putting on weight? It's like, oh, I wonder why. So, but I won't tell them that because. But they know now that that was why I struggled so much with their food. It wasn't anything on my mom's cooking. She took it really personally if I didn't want to eat something. And which is why I had to eat it. And now she knows that it wasn't personal. There was nothing wrong with her cooking. It was just the unfortunate texture of the meal itself, which wasn't her fault, and there wasn't anything she could have done around it. Oh, burping! I thought it was to stop me from birthing. I'm like, fucking excuse me, no. It's okay, Jasper. We will have more weird things here. Oh my god, it's enough that I didn't sleep good today, and now they do construction while I'm editing. Oh, Net, please take a break. You do not have to finish it today. I will not post it like till the end of the week at the earliest. Like, please don't feel like you need to rush it, okay? Like, you've done such a good job right now. Like, take a break. Like, it was just a comment of like, oh, this could be headed. Like, you don't have to do it. Appreciate what you've done. I have bad acid reflux because of but I have bad acid reflux. It's what caused my throat issues over the past 5 years. There's some tablets you can get from a doctor where you take one a day before a meal, and it really helps a bunch to regulate your acid, or I don't know what they call it right now. I don't think it's considerable enough that I need it. But like, another thing is that I have a real problem with going to the doctors and talking about anything to do with my eating. Because I've literally been laughed at the doctor's office about talking about my eating, which I know it's because, you know, everyone here is like, oh, I get that, because, like, you know, autism, also acid reflux and stuff. But I go to the doctors and they think it's the funniest thing in the world that I have texture issues, or like that I don't eat vegetables, or like things like that. And it's like, I eat pretty cleanly now, and I know damn well that if I went to the doctors and like I said I'm still having these same problems, they would still laugh me out of the office. Just something that continuously happens. So this is why I've never seen a doctor about like my issues. It's just concerning me a lot recently because my weight, you know how I was talking to you guys the other week about like, I was like, oh, I'm not really losing weight, but I'm starting to like have problems, and I wonder if I've got like a thyroid issue. My weight after talking about that dropped completely. Like, I don't know what happened. It was a pretty immediate effect. It wasn't like a slow burn thing that happened. Like, for some reason, I've just recently, like in the last week, just dropped weight. I also started my cycle, so that might be a contributing factor, but it genuinely, like, I talked about that on stream and then it immediately dropped. I don't know why. So I'm fine now, but it's like, I still haven't seen a doctor about it because I really don't want to have to explain myself again. Oh my god, same. Get your cottage pie out of it. I hate it. Lasagna is another one that I can't cope with. And bless my dad, it was the only thing he could cook. So he would cook it for us every week. And I ate it diligently because he was trying. And that mattered to me and my mum. So I was like, I just need to like reward him by eating it and telling him it's good. Even though like it was usually a charcoal mess. But like he was trying. My ass is 10 foot. 10 inches rounder than my waist. I can never find pants that fit both my hips and waist. They fit one or the other, hence why I make my own pants. My dude, I think that's just the female experience in general. If that makes you feel better. When I was like younger, I had the exact same problem. It's like if I couldn't get it over my ass, couldn't get it around my waist. And also this was during like 2008 when like low-waisted jeans were the thing and high-waisted jeans were non-existent. Now, permanently, only ever wear high-waisted stuff. I cannot cope with low-waisted stuff. But, like, I genuinely, like, dread the thought of, like, trying to, like, find low-waisted jeans that would actually, like, go around my circumference and then also, like, actually fit my legs. Because I got wide hips. I got childbirthing hips, as they call it. Lol, I love cottage pie, but I make it with chunks of meat, not mince. That's good. Courgette. Lol, I used to weigh 154 kilograms because of the you must eat it all training and having PCOS, which means you put on weight sniffing lettuce. I feel that. Yeah, it's just not a good standard. Like, if you're a parent, by the way, please don't make your children eat everything on their plate. My kids come here, right? We can't give them stuff like home cooked meals. Like they don't get things like lasagnas or like cottage pie or stews. Because one, they wouldn't eat it. For two, we wouldn't eat it. And for three, they've got like such a specific palate that we will literally cater to their eating habits because we'd rather give them like cheapy like processed stuff than like watch them literally starve themselves because it's that sort of generation. But they're like if they came round and ate like 3 things on their plate, as far as I'm concerned, they ate 3 things. That's good enough. If they're not hungry anymore, that's on them, okay? They know where the cupboards are. They know where the food is. If they're hungry later, they can have more. But, like, I don't make my kids eat anything because I had the trauma of my parents being like... My parents didn't even come from a generation where food waste was seen as, like, offensive. My gran did. But, like, my parents didn't. So I don't... The thing wasn't so they didn't want to waste food. It was just that my mother would be so upset that you didn't eat her cooking that she slaved over. It was just that. So it was a guilt thing. It wasn't like a openly like talked about thing. It was like she was upset that you didn't eat her cooking sort of thing. But it's nothing on my mom. She's lovely. She's a good cook. She is a good cook, but she's not a very autistic friendly cook. I'll just say that. And she would hold her hands up and admit it because, you know, back then we didn't know. Nexium, yeah, that's the stuff. I think you can get something like that in Superdrug down here. These doctors are assholes. I just can't, like, cope with the stress of going to the doctors about anything at the minute because of the shit like that. It's like, this has been a continuous problem since I lost the weight. Of, like, acid reflux, my hair falling out, like, my constant weight fluctuations, like, not feeling, like, good after eating a bit of lettuce, you know, that kind of thing. It's, like, the sort of thing that, you know, they always say you should see a doctor about, but I'm like, yeah, but they won't see me, and they'll laugh me out of the office. So, not this one. It's downstairs, but I can't be asked to move right now. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Nexium is, over the counter. I don't think you have to get a prescription to do it. Speaking of prescriptions, I've had to request a, prescription review for my fucking antidepressants again. It's August. Well, it's not September, but this was issued in August, right? It was like February last time. So they've just let it go for ages. And they've now decided to hold my medication, which is great. I'm a bit scared about that one. Because the first time I did it, they literally were talking about taking me off it. And now I've got autism. I'm like, I think that's a good idea. Well, don't move. Moving is hard. Yeah, don't. Lasagna is my favorite food. My dad tried. Yay, childbirthing hips. Dude, I don't think anyone dislikes a pair of good childbirthing hips. I like my hips, you know? I got a nice figure. Do I appreciate it as much as I should? No. But, like, I'm the embodiment of the male's dream. You got, like, good hips. There is always someone out there who will appreciate your figure. Run is a fan of my my booty. That's good. Food in kids is better than growing up with food trauma. Exactly. It's important to us, like, in this household to, like, really be, like, very accommodating to the kids because they're quite spindly, not in like a unhealthy way or anything. It's just because they're quite active children and they're boys, you know. So it's like they're burning off all the calories they're putting in, right? So as far as we're concerned, like, if we can get them to eat it, we will do what we can to get them to eat it. If that means they get no vegetables, they get no vegetables. Their mum gives them vegetables. I would like to stress that they are not just going to get scurvy from being here. But they're also quite good with fruit. So they're like fucking berry fucking snufflers. I think blackberries are... the blackberries? I know they're allergic to one of them. I know that the youngest is like... he'll literally, like, if he sees, like, a bush with, like, berries on it, hoovered immediately. Yorkshires are kind of sluggy. Dude, Yorkshires as a breakfast item, game changer. If you want a good food recommendation, if you like Yorkshires and you like scrambled eggs, 10 out of 10 combination, put the scrambled eggs in the Yorkshire. You won't regret it. like, it's more fun letting mum feed the veggies. It means I don't have to do it. Their mum is like quite firm with them about eating food, so but the problem with Paul, which is their dad, he's not great with vegetables himself, so it's kind of hard to get him to set an example to them about eating vegetables. But when we go out for a meal, if my plate has vegetables on it, I do the thing that I used to do when I was a kid. I just put it in my mouth and swallow it immediately. Don't you? Just food traumatize myself to set an example to my children that vegetables are fine. And I try not to look like I'm in pain while doing it. Because it's important to me to set an example in that sense. So if there's vegetables on my plate, I will eat the vegetables. If they offer me their vegetables, it's a polite no, though. I love strawberries. They're also very low carb. I used to love lychee. It was my favorite. And then I made the mistake of buying it when I went camping with the kids last year and tried to entice them with it and then forgot that you're not supposed to eat the seed in the middle, and I bit into the whole thing and like severely regretted it, and they could see on my face that I severely regretted it, and none of us ate those lychees. So I felt a bit bad about that one. But they were quite good. Another great thing is if you want your kids to eat vegetables, by the way, is to get them helping with the vegetables. Our kids, they wanted to watch me fucking boil water because it was fascinating to them. Like when we went camping, they like would come and sit. If I turned the kettle on in the tent, they immediately pulled up a chair and watched. Stopped fighting to watch me boil water. But the I'm sorry, I'm not really playing the game. But the thing with dinner was that they would often offer to like cut up things like carrots and stuff, and I was like, yeah, you can do that. Because if I get them to do it, they're more likely to eat it. Trick I learned from internet parenting videos. At least veggies are good for you, yeah. Lychees are it's a very texture. Yeah, they're quite a weird texture. Lychees are my favorite. Yeah, they were my favorite as a kid, but now I'm older, I'm like, oh. Texture-wise, it's like biting into like... I don't want to describe the texture because it's a bit not safe for work. I have feel texture issues, but not food texture issues, but Rod has food texture issues. I don't like having wet or sticky things in my hand. Yeah, I don't like things like that. I don't know, I don't have great description on my like texture issues because sometimes I'm like, oh, some things are like horrible and then some things are fine. Acid, okay. I need to be up there. Ooh, spears. Okay,
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
To science. Notice, please excuse the inconvenience. This elevator is out of service until... Oh, okay. Welcome to the future of tomorrow. Is that an ashtray? I think that's an ashtray. Whoa. Cool. Brad doesn't like pumpkin. I love it. I love a good pumpkin seed in the Halloween, right? You like carve the pumpkin, you take all the seeds out, you wash them, right? Cover them in cinnamon and brown sugar and shove them in the oven. Best thing in the world. I love a good toasted pumpkin. Right. Wow! Cool. Nice. Look at me go.
1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Yeah. Tim, I wonder what was stolen out of here. Local entrepreneur buys salt mine. The future is here. It's under the earth crust. Science maverick. Gabe Johnson brings science, the industry to Upper Michigan. Shower curtain salesman of 1943. Top 100 applied science companies 1949. Aperture Science number 2. Science and Business Institute of America, Best New Science Company, Aperture Science. 7. Spirits of Idaho, National Potato Board Award. The promotion of potato science. Oh look, Johnson, the shower curtain salesman of 1943. Spirit of Idaho. Okay. This looks really cozy. Platypus. I want pictures of Spider-Man. It likes the taste, not so texture. Yeah, I feel that. Why? The purple. Cool. This is very exciting for me. Something you can occasionally do in Cornwall is like go and visit like old like tin mines and stuff, but it's not something that I've really done more than I think once. Did it when I was like a kid. Hello.
Just a heads up, we're gonna have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out. If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series, just a heads up, we're gonna have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you. If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know. Because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us because that's not supposed to happen. If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Experiment discontinued. Jeez. Not sure if I can get over there. Okay. There must be full point. Hey. Here goes nothing. Watch me die. I don't think I want to do this. I'm not sure this will work. I just don't wholeheartedly believe this is gonna work. Oh, I got it. Okay, I figured it out. No problem. I got it. I'm smart. I'm smart. I swear. Do not fall down elevator shaft. Well, that sign's not gonna do anything because I can't read. Right, give me an exit point. Okay. Got a red, yellow one. We want a blue one. Ready? Bonsai! Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, look at me go. Know your allergens. Pollen, animal, dander, plastics, antimatter. I have, I'm allergic to goats, or I was. I don't think I am now. I think I did grow out of it. And, which was devastating as a kid to find out because I wanted to be a goat farmer when I was really little. I wish that was a fake story. It's very true. And then I found out I was allergic. I was like, oh, great. And now, I mean, clay is another one I was allergic to, like the kind of clay that you would use in like art projects for school and stuff. I was like quite severely allergic to that. And certain brands of sunscreen, usually the cheap brands with the cheap ingredients. So I have to buy the Nivea one, which is so expensive. And it hurts my wallet every summer, which is why I don't leave the house. And then Oh, plaster adhesives. I'm also quite badly allergic to those. More, like, specific, like, first aid ones and stuff I'm fine with, but, like, the really cheap, like, specifically the waterproof ones, it tends to be the ones that are, like, the plastic ones. Those ones I'm quite badly allergic to, so. It's a lot of, like, skin dermatitis ones, but. Joy. Anyway, sorry. Welcome, Kauai! Hello! Good to see you, good to see you! Oh my god, I actually made it to a Jasper stream! Your stream normally ends when I wake up. I'm so sorry. Welcome, good to see you, good to see you. Yes, I've streamed a little bit longer than I usually do on a Monday. But that's fine, I'm having a good time with it. We've just chatted a lot throughout this stream, so I'm trying to play some of the game a bit. I'm finally done. Well done, Nat. Thank you. I will review it. Something. Never do you drink, Dobby? Thank you, Nat. I will drink to that. Welcome, Kauai. It's been so long, Kauai. How are you? Oh, good job, Jester. Thank you. Poor Jester. Thank you for leaving me as a sheep, not a goat. Yes, this is very fortunate. I make my own skincare because I'm allergic to lanolin, which is in almost all skincare. That sucks. I don't know what I would do if I was allergic to, like, I use Palmer's cocoa butter moisturizer. It's like the one moisturizer that I will forever buy. It's not the cheapest, but it smells so good. I would cry if I became allergic to that, but yeah. It's sheep oil. Oh, okay, interesting. That's not very vegan. Surely if you got, like, a vegan skincare, surely that would be, like, sheep oil free? Like, surely? Or is that just not a thing? I've never looked if anything has lanolin in it, but most of my stuff is, like, vegan, so it also doesn't have any ingredients on it. Massage gently into skin. Where's the ingredients? There isn't any. Okay, well... But it's Bailey's and hardening, and I think they're vegan anyway. Oh, here's my noodle pot. Yeah. Me as well. Prepping food for cook later today. Cool. Enjoy food. Tell us what you're cooking. How is y'all? Y'all is good. We're good. Yeah. Been a long time. Been busy. Moved house. Did all the fun stuff. I'm in my own place now. I live with my boyfriend. I unchecked the export video box and now the video is just sound. Well, I have to render it again. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I know that pain. When I used to edit the videos, that was like, oh, that always happened. I hate it. I feel your pain. Net, please don't feel like you have to rush. I really appreciate the work you've done. It'll be curry. Very nice. Very nice. Gel pressure control. Ooh. Why is the roof leaking? What's down here? I can't see. I'm probably gonna have to wrap up stream soon because the midday light is coming into my room quite aggressively and it's reflecting off the screen and I can't see fucking anything. Pump station alpha. Okay. Can I leave here? No. Okay. Okay. Right. Actually. Actually. Okay. Conveniently placed white wool. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Right. Oh fuck. Would immediately like turn around on the spot and like go down that gap.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
Which is now why we have a Mantis Man problem. Oh, hello. Interesting. Ignore the stream elements message. There isn't anything on the phone list, so this is why I've left the notification off, but there isn't anything on. As of current. We'll probably put something on this one. Thank God. Oof.
Alright, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
You are here. Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay. Got quite a few to go through then. Remember, this test is unsolvable without an aperture science portal device and portable quantum tunneling device. If you have not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any SHAP 09 enrichment activities. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Hey. Okay. Cool. It's an old companion cam! Check. I wonder what the old portal guns used to look like. Right, I gotta go destroy my patio. Good luck. I'll catch you around, my dude. Have a good day. Richard Street. Bye, guys. Bye, baby. Hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy destroying your patio.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Next chamber is this way. Okay, hello. The office that looks out into nothingness is so interesting to me. It's like the kind of things I it looks like the kind of things I would make in The Sims. Just an office, just a random office.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
So where am I actually supposed to go? There's so many different, like, exit points. There's one there. There's one up there somewhere. Really old stuff. This is so interesting. Oh, cool. Okay. There I am. Excellent. I didn't even see the hole there. That's unfortunate. Anxiety increasing. Dude, that would be like headache central. Oh, I almost put it through the thing. That could have been bad. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is fine. Excellent.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
I genuinely wonder if there's like some like real science to some of the stuff they talk in this. Hello. Why is this guy? Why is the light on my wall blue? What's going on? What's reflecting off? What's happened there? Is it that? Oh, it's a phone case on my desk. Right. Oh, what's this game called? This is Portal 2. So it's the second of the two Portal games. They're pretty cheap, pretty easy to run on a PC if you're interested in getting them. They are made by Valve. So they're pretty good. I played it before, which is why I know how to do some of this stuff pretty quick, but yeah, 10 out of 10.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Great. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go now. Probably not there, but never mind. We're here. We're doing it. It's fine. Oh, there we go. Dude, Cher's like fucking high-heeled ass bounce shoes, right? Would not get over those. We'd literally have caught it in one fail swoop and gone straight headfirst into the water. I've been around asbestos. I'm not, like... I mean, unfortunately wasn't, like... I don't know how damaged it was, but I was about... I went on a trip with a friend and they used to have roofing slats made out of it, and their parent had taken them down. This was in, like, France, by the way. The parent had taken it down and, like, shoved it in the garage out back. We didn't realize and kind of, like, put stuff near it, and they're like, oh, just so you're aware, don't touch that stuff, it's asbestos. And, so I don't know how much contact I had with that. And people, I've said to people about it, and they're like, oh, if it's not broken, it's fine. It's like, it was pretty dilapidated roofing slats. I'm pretty sure it was pretty active asbestos. But then, I then found out a few years later that my old gym in my secondary school, the floor was completely made up of asbestos. So I've probably been tampered with asbestos. Which is unfortunate, but I ain't worried about it. Ever a good time to a long time. Okay, oh, my mouse stopped. Okay, time to look around. Looksy. Oh, hello. To go in. Potentially. Where am I? Here. No, I am supposed to go in there. Okay, well.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
What? This is why in the UK you can get a grant for, like, disability funds. Get covered in blue stuff, guys. Such a weird texture. I have an iMac. It would, if you can get Steam, it should run. I feel like this hampers my ability to play many games. Probably not as much as you think. I don't think this... You could get a grant for disability funding if you had an iMac. Damn, I didn't think it was that bad. No, I meant the ramp. He was talking about ramp funding. Like, he's like, ramps are expensive. So I fired a guy in a wheelchair. It's like, in the UK, you can get a grant if you've got a disabled worker if you need to make adjustments for them that your business can't afford. Found that out because I had to look into my reasonable adjustments. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. Oh. Probably could have saved me loads of time. What do you mean I'm supposed to go that way? I didn't mean to do that. The mouse stopped working then. Oh. You're gonna get sufficiently covered. Oh, fuck. Can you see my mouse doing that? Is this like something that's coming up on stream? Oh. Okay. Right on. Okay, I am a little scared this is not gonna work. Oh, it worked!
That coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Oh. I think we're okay for one more and then I'll have to call it. Australia has very good disability funding as well too. That's good. You can download RAM. No! My mouse jumps when I have cat hair stuck in the bottom over the laser. No, it's not that it's jumping. I think mine's just on its way out. I've had it for several years. I've had it longer than I've had the PC.
If you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
What is this? I need to know. Is it water? It is water, okay. This is not as exciting. Okay, so I need to turn that off somehow. Hello? Hello? Hello, my darling. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I got quite a bit of leeway.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on.
Yeah.
All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
If the future you tries to warn you about the test, don't listen. What's in there? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, I hope this is right. I'm not sure. I'm getting a bit of brain fog as well. I'm getting brain fog. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't really understand. Am I I just not getting it low enough? Is that what's happening? Oh, there we go. I don't understand. Oh. Oh, I got it. I got it. Figured it out. God fucking damn it. Oh, good lord. Okay, fine. Figured it out. Don't worry, people. I got there in the end. There we go. God damn it. Yeah, I think it might be coming up to the time in which I should maybe stop. How does this look like the first ever Gary's Mod map I ever played PTT on? Okay. Shit. I don't know where to go. I think I figured it out. Okay. Right. Sorry, I'm going really quiet as well, which isn't helping. Okay. Oh, I did fuck that up. I fucked that one up as well. Okay. Whoa. Oh, fuck. God damn it. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, sorry. I'm like really not reading chat as well. How many hours have you been playing for? I don't even know, dude. Straight up, I don't know if I can find out. I'll cancel. You know, genuinely, I've absolutely no idea. I think from... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you because I've played this game for So I can't even look at like the previous runtime. I don't know how to figure it out. Oh fuck! Shit. I don't know what to do here. Lol, it's 11:30 p.m. here. Isn't it bedtime for you then? No, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon here. So, and I have to go and pick up a monitor at 5:30 p.m. So she's gonna be cutting it pretty fine. Fucking this up, aren't I? Oh. Well, that was easy. Doing all this work and I actually could have just figured it out. Oof.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Come here. Come here. No. Come here. No. Oh. I can smash the glass more. Oh. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, the boxer. There we go. Cool. I don't know what just happened, but I assume it was something cool, so... Awesome. Okay. Hello. Oh, jeez. Maybe jump. Can I help you? Okay. I love you. Bye.
Science isn't about why.
Miss you.
It's about why not.
Love
Why
you.
is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry
Well,
safe?
gotta go start my own stream. Okay, Mina, you have fun. I'm probably gonna wrap up my own here.
We'll hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired.
Thank you for coming. It was good to see you. Good to see you, baby.
Box your stuff
Bellows.
out the front door. Parking lot, car, goodbye.
Okay, please give me a loading screen. Look like it. Oh, yeah, no, it does. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go watch Mina for a while before bed. Have fun, Jazz. But thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with us. Enjoy Mina. I will probably be ending my own stream here anyway. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Okay. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Sorry that it was a bit of a all over the place stream. I know I chatted for quite some time, but hopefully we played for a little bit longer today, so hopefully that made up for it. Like I said, there will be a video from the lovely Net at some point this week. When I get around to sorting it out. I also got to come up with a thumbnail for it, which is always fun. So I'm pretty hyped about that because I've seen like the first draft and it's 10 out of 10. Great quality stuff from Net as always. So please go and give Net a follow because I know he's going to be doing his own stuff soon. So hopefully you guys get to see about that. Anyway, with that, guys, all the love in the world, thank you very much for joining me today. I'm sorry that it was an all over the place stream and I talked about a lot of cleaning stuff. I also hope I didn't put people off with the kind of statement earlier. I just felt it's just important to me that it was said, and you know, it's important to remind people that words hurt, and I don't want people feeling like, on one hand, I don't want people feeling like they can't come into my community, but you guys gotta like think about what you say to other people. I don't, I'm gonna protect the underdog in this situation. So if someone's being bullied by someone else, for example, and then they're coming into my chatter and feeling unsafe, it's my responsibility as the streamer to make sure that you are safe. Okay, please be kind to one another. It's nothing kind of right now, don't worry about anything right now, but if I see it in future, you will be handled accordingly, okay? Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I love you all very dearly. I will see you all. I don't think I've got enough viewers, but worth a gander. 2 seconds. Come on. I got 6 people. I'm gonna raid Mina, so go say hi to Mina for me. Net redeem drink, Dovey. Thank you, Net. I will drink to that. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I had a great time with you all today, and I will hopefully see you all very, very soon. Say hi to Mina for me. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.